So we'll go ahead and we'll continue on. So where we left off is how I was saying that Sony announced PlayStation Plus, and with its limited features, they tried to charge it, or at the time they were charging the same amount as Microsoft was charging for Xbox Live. Now, I have a video that I did a while ago that I never released, and I will be releasing it soon. And the title of the video is Sony to blame for Xbox Live's price hike? So that discussion, we're saving that for later. Stay tuned for that video. It will be coming soon. So now Sony priced it at $49.99, the same price for a year subscription of Xbox Live Gold. Now, I personally do not feel that PlayStation Plus is anywhere near, or the PlayStation Network for that matter, is anywhere near Xbox Live. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. I feel that the PlayStation Plus is nowhere near what Xbox Live offers right now. All the features, and we know all the features, and if you don't know, go and look. I'm not going to name all of them, but all the features that Xbox Live offers compared to the PlayStation Network, there's no way that PlayStation Plus should have cost that much. And that, for one, is what held me back from buying PlayStation Plus. Now, I do believe that Microsoft looked at Sony's data and saw how many people were paying for PlayStation Plus, and that's where they made the decision to ante up and go for a higher price point. Now, PlayStation Plus, we'll see what else comes to it, but as for right now, it's really not anything special, and it sure as hell, to me, isn't worth $50 a year. Now, with that being said, we go on to Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been one of the top-selling games of all time, and to me, I think it's one of the best Call of Duties. I think it's a all-around great game. I think they gave everybody a little bit of what they wanted. If you were a fan of the World War II Call of Duty, you have a little bit of that. If you're a fan of the Modern Warfare Call of Duty, you have a little bit of that. So as far as the weapons go, if you look, you have some newer, up-to-date modern weapons, and then you have a few little old school back in the 60s, 70s, 50s era type of weapons as well. So I really feel that they did a good job at balancing the game out between the two. For a lot of you that may not know, a little Easter egg in Call of Duty, if you, on the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3, if you toggle between the back trigger buttons, it will, at the main menu that is, toggle between the back trigger buttons at the main menu, he'll jiggle his arms loose, and you'll actually get up out the chair and you're able to actually walk around. So, and you get an achievement and a trophy for that. So if you guys didn't know that, go check that out. Now, the Nintendo Wii. The Wii this year has not been as strong as years past. They had some good releases come out this year, like Donkey Kong. I thought that was that game took me back. I like how they're bringing back some of their older franchises to the new console. I like how they're doing that. So, they brought that out. They integrated the PlayStation Plus into the Wiimote now. So for all of you guys that may have not known, the PlayStation Plus, or excuse me, the Motion Plus used to be just this little small square piece that you plugged into the bottom of the Wiimote, which gave it better Y and X axis. Now they're actually having it built into the Wiimote instead of it being an add-on piece. Nintendo's also came out with their black and their red version of their consoles, so you have that as well. Once again, briefly, I just spoke about it. Microsoft has raised the price of Xbox Live, but they've also given you more features than Xbox Live. You now have, if you're a sports fanatic such as myself, they've added ESPN, which I think is a really, really, really good look. So I'm liking that. With the PlayStation, they've added Netflix, but a non-disc based Netflix. Netflix used to have the disc. Now you don't. So you have access to a ton of movies via Netflix. It's 1080p. The only Netflix service, streaming service that offers 5.1 surround sound. That is an exclusive feature for the time being on the PlayStation 3 console. You may also want to check out another video service that's in the PlayStation Store called Vudu, which I personally believe is better than Netflix because it has more up-to-date films. So it makes you wonder, because Sony offers their own movie PlayStation Store, then they allow the service Vudu as well. I believe I'm saying it right. I hope I'm saying it right. They're allowing their service to be on the PlayStation Network as well. So I don't know, but I do thank Sony for giving people options and not forcing people to go to the PlayStation Store if they want to search, look, rent, or buy videos. So kudos to Sony on that. Now, Vudu, I believe, is better than Netflix because you get more recent, up-to-date movies. As far as that goes, that to me just tears Netflix apart, because Netflix streaming service, not their disc-based service, but Netflix streaming service, you're not really getting anything new. Like, I can't rent Toy Story 3 on Netflix streaming service, but I can rent that on Vudu, the new application that's on the PlayStation Network. If you haven't checked it out, it's in the PlayStation Store. Go check it out. And also, with the service, you get a free preview of a movie. You don't get that with Netflix streaming service, but then again, with Netflix streaming service, you are able to stream every single video that they have there at one low price. Whereas with Vudu, it's not a one price tier type of service. Every movie that you want to rent is basically like iTunes. You have to rent, or like the PlayStation Store and the Microsoft Video Store. You have to rent every movie you want to watch. Whereas with Netflix, you pay one low price and you can stream whatever is in their streaming service, as well as obtain the tangible disc from Netflix itself. So it's a toss-up. If you want streaming service, then you have that, but you also have things like iTunes and stuff like that. You have the PlayStation Store, you have the Microsoft Store, but that's another feature that Sony added to the PlayStation Store. If you're an MLB fan, you have MLB. You have the MLB Pass on the PlayStation Network as well. So if you like watching MLB games all year long, you have that service. So all in all, this year, I would probably rank overall, I would rank this year about a B plus, A minus. I mean, Sony, they've finally introduced their 3D games, but 3D technology, I'll be doing a video about this soon, but I don't think it's there yet, personally. I don't think the 3D technology is there. I don't think people really care as much about 3D technology as far as in their living room. Now, if you're going out for a night, you know, you want to go to the movies, cool, fine. But as far as sitting at home watching Friends and Gossip Girl and Atlanta Housewives and all that stuff, I can't picture somebody sitting and watching TV for hours at a time with these glasses on their face. Especially if you're somebody like me that wears glasses and they don't have anything for that. When I went to wear Avatar, I had to put the 3D glasses over my glasses. So, but that's a whole other topic.